Okay, so an interesting video. I hope Blue. I hope this is the one you're talking about, right? Because this is pretty much the only one I know. So, but this is an interesting one where this stud is talking about her issues with dating women. So I always love the yeah okay. I always love the I guess you say full circle or the epiphany when women find out how women actually are. Because this is the thing where I said this: women are so deluded in the sense that they give women so much leeway, right? Women can be the worst human beings ever, but because you're a woman, you have you are giving grace. When you're a man, you are hanged, right? You are hold to the fire when you're a man. But as a when it deals with other women, right? Women will give other women grace, yet they will hold men to the fire. So I always think it's funny that when women come to realize, you know what, women are just not no better than men. So really, because it's not, women will realize it's not about the gender, right? It's not about man or women or any of that stuff. You know, it's just the person, right? So really, it's funny. But let's react to this.
What's up? I'm a stud. I like girls, but I think I'm finna start dating men. And let me tell you why. So I've been out here dating, and I just find that I date a lot of these femmes, and it seems like they looking for a parent instead of a partner, bro. Like, and I love spoiling my women. I love paying for stuff. I love taking them on dates and getting them flowers and make sure they're good in every way, make sure they're safe, opening the door for them, all that. I love that stuff. But it seems like I can't get any spoiling in return. Nobody wants to play that role. I'm getting girls flowers, taking them on these crazy dates, and you know, them real good, at the end of the night, make sure they get home safe, getting them all of this and getting nothing in return. Like, I don't know if girls are fake gay, but they don't even want to, F back. Like, they don't even want to back. Like, what? I be trying to ask girls, like, are you gay for real? Like, are you gay? Because you act like, you know what I'm saying? It even come down to the conversation. I be carrying the conversation, asking them questions, figuring out what they like and what they don't like. And they don't ask nothing back. Like, and I asked this one girl, like, why don't you ask nothing about me? And she said, I'm just trying to see for myself. What? Like, if I'm paying for everything, I'm doing all the transportation, I'm initiating everything, the least you could do is a little or something, or bring me some flowers, walk to the gas station, give me a bag of chips. I'm not asking for a lot, but it seems like I am, because I can't get anything out these girls, and not everything is about this. But if you're not finna do this and make sure that I'm satisfied, then you have to pay for something. You're gonna have to pull up. You're gonna have to give me something, some blunts, some alcohol or something. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, you rolling up every once in a while ain't even enough no more. It's not enough. Like, I need the full experience the same way that I'm giving you. And I just feel like with a man, like, he's automatically expected to do things, put stuff in motion, pay for stuff, all of that stuff. And I know if I had a boyfriend, I would reciprocate his energy and treat him really well, because I already have that in me as a masculine presented person. And honestly, I'm not even masculine. Like, I'm kind of STEM. I like to switch it up. Like, I like to be masc most of the time, but I will put on some lashes and a cute outfit and everything like that. So that part of me ain't feeling the not getting nothing in return. It just got me, like, overwhelmed. And as a giver, I need me a giver, and maybe I just haven't found her yet. But it's making me think, like, maybe I'm on the wrong side, because at least I know with a man I'm supposed to get some type of spoiling, because right now I'm not getting nothing, and it's making me want to switch. So anybody that's out there, let me know if I'm tripping. Studs, am I out there? Y'all feeling like let me know if I'm tripping, bro. What's up?
This is the thing, right? And this is how I am as well. I do like to provide. I admittedly, this is the thing, right? I mean, to be honest, I don't. I mean, she's cute in a sense, but again, I think it's a trouble even if she switches to men, because again, women that has masculine personality, it's gonna be tough anyway. But here's the thing: what I'm saying, right? Where I like to spoil women too, right? I do. I like to provide. I like to spoil. But here's the problem with modern day women: they are selfish. They are beyond selfish. Here's a woman that a stud. deep down, she's selfish. Okay, she wants to be spoiled. She wants to be at the center of attention. And this is why I said, I mean, this is why it's hard for women to date other women. Because again, either you have to be the masculine role where you're not the center of attention, you don't get spoiled, you are last on the priority list, right? But it's hard because she's deep down, she's a woman. She wants to be spoiled. She wants to be on the priority list, top of the priority list. But as men, right, we are always last on women's priority list. We're not thought about. There's no effort towards us. There's no care. Right? Who cares what a man thinks? Who cares what a man feels? So here's a woman that's experiencing it. And that's the thing where a lot of men are seeing it. A lot of men are realizing it. In my opinion, men in general are naturally givers. They're givers. But this is a problem where it is insane to only give. Only give and barely get. So really, that's why a lot of men just feel at a certain point, you're just being used. That's it, right? And I've been there and I've done that where I would spoil my girl, buy her whatever she wants, provide for her, pay bills, all this shit. But then what am I getting? Sex once a month. If that, right? Kissings once a blue moon. It's like the bare beyond the bare minimum. Okay? But you're so expectant, right? You expect him to do so much. And even like she said, right? Men are expected. Men are expected to give. Men are expected to spoil. Right? But there's no care what men get, what men receive. There's none. And this is a woman that is now feeling that. Ugh.
Just to back up my last video that y'all made go viral, I'm finna tell y'all a little story time with receipts. I got the screenshots. Let's get it. Met this shorty. I met her off a dating app, so that was probably my first mistake. Met her, talked to her on the phone. She was dry. She wasn't asking anything about me. It was real dry. It was really more like just banter back and forth, and I like that, but not for the full conversation. We met in person. I probably
real dry. And most men know that. When you're talking to a woman on dating apps, the conversation is so dry. Practically no effort. This is why I'm so on the fence with dating apps where yes, it's an easier way to get to know her, or easier way, or not the hardest, in the sense that the rejections aren't that hurtful, right? But dating apps it's so difficult.
I met her in person after the vibe was dry on the phone, but we met in person. The vibe was a little bit better, but not by much. Like, I had her over my house with my people, with my family. She would barely talk to anybody. We would be playing games like charades and different games, so she wouldn't participate. Like, she would just sit there looking around, looking crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I tried to fall back from her, but she wouldn't really let me. She would text me, "What you doing?" every 5 seconds. I would be doing everything, and like the one time I asked her, like, "Let me get some," she told me some "you first." Mind you, I already done did what I did to her a couple times now. Anyway, I do what I do. I devour. As I do, I put it down. She do me, and it's like she doing it like it's a chore, like doing it like she don't want to do it for real. Like, shorty also.
Yes, that is like for men. That's what men deal with. Right? This is the thing where here's a woman experiencing the selfishness firsthand. It's like men know it, right? It's definitely not like a porn set. Women are not jumping and spinning and going crazy with different positions and being very enthusiastic. No, right? Reality is not how it actually is. It's missionary or doggy. And men are doing all the thrusting. Men are doing, like, seriously, I've gotten so many cramps while she's just laying there. It's like I have to like do the marathon or the craziness while she's just sitting there. And I'm not saying that it's anything better for her, but it's like really it's just you will see that you can't see that you get any effort in any department when it comes to relationships or interactions. Men get very little effort in any kind of department. And when they do, right? When women do give men some effort, it will feel like a chore to them. It will feel like they will something that they will bring up, or that's one thing where it's like blackmail, or it's like a chore, or it's just something that, oh, here's it, I'm doing it for you, or like, look what I did for you, shit like that. It's just shit like that. It's just tiring.
Had like was always acting broke, didn't really pull up on me. She probably pulled up on me like 2 times in the matter of us talking 2-3 months, which is crazy. And when we first met, I didn't have
exactly. Here's the thing: women complain that men are good. I mean, seriously, it's like, for men, it's yes, it's easy, but like, men are putting in that work. It's just that women make it difficult. And here's a woman knows firsthand how difficult women do it. Right? They honestly, in general, women put barely any effort, especially in regular relationships. I mean, maybe they put more effort in what was it? Sneaky links and shit like that. Or they're cheating on you. They put more effort on the guy they're cheating you with.
a car, so I always slide around like and try to get her in different ways, catch her Ubers. You know what I mean? I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. One time I was trying to see her. Also, I initiate every interaction. But anyway, one time I was trying to see her, and I live outside of the city, and she lives closer to the city. So I was like, oh, I'm going to be in the city today. And she told me she's going to be at a location that was about 10 minutes away from me in the city as well. I'm like, oh, you 10 minutes away from me. Can you meet me at this bar on Edgewood? Make it easy for me so we could just go home together, you know? And she says, this my sister's boyfriend Uber, and we using it to get back to the house. That's something, she said something like that. I'm gonna put it right here. And I'm thinking like, what? You can't get an Uber 10 minutes to me just to make it easy because I always come and get you? And I'm dumb, so I pulled up on her. I was like,
oh God, that's like, it's funny that listening to a woman pretty much say these things, because I know men live this, because I don't know how many times, right? Dating, I have to drive to her. I have to, like, the distance is like I'm going further for her convenience. It's like, that's always insane.
man, fine, whatever. I'll come get you. Pull up, go in there. Was probably in there like 5 minutes. My sister with me. My sister go to the bar. I go to her. She with like 2 other people. And we sitting, we talking, we chilling. Then, out of nowhere, she say, my cousin got to go to the bathroom. We finna walk to the Waffle House down the block. I'm like, there's a bathroom in here. We're literally like 2 feet away from the bathroom that's in the bar we in right now. She talking about some, oh, she don't want to use that one. I'm like, well, okay, well, she could go to Waffle House. You staying with me because I just came out my way to come get you. Don't you want to see me? Like, I'm here. Your ride is here. You supposed to be leaving with me anyway. Like, let her go. She look at me like she got an attitude. She roll her eyes, whatever. So I end up going over to my sister. She by the bar getting a drink. I'm with my sister. I don't see Shorty no more. I look back. Shorty gone. Mind you, I had on heels and a dress that night. I had a heels and dress on. And she seen I had a heels and dress on, was still doing me like this. I'm like, bro, I know she ain't. Like, are you serious? So I hit her up, like, where are you at? I call her. She like, oh, we at the Waffle House. Come get me. I'm like, so I'm low-key fuming at this point. I'm still done though. So I pull up to the Waffle House. I pull up to the Waffle House, mad as hell. And I low-key, like, cussing her out on the phone while I'm like walking to the car and stuff. I should have left when she went to Waffle House. I should have left then. I pull up on the Waffle House. Shorty takes so long to come out of the Waffle House. I'm fuming. I'm snapping on her. I'm like, bro, why would you do that? Da 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 da. She just being quiet, like just looking out the window while I'm driving. So after that night, I just wasn't really feeling her no more. So I kind of felt bad for her. You know, wasn't replying as much. I was low-key ghosting, slowly ghosting, slow ghost, slow holy ghost. So eventually she hit me up like, I feel like you don't mess with me for real. You only hit me up when you want to. I've been low-key waiting for her to say something, so I broke it down to her like this. Honestly, it's not that. It's just some stuff you do be turning me off. First, you're super dry, and it makes me want to be dry. You don't ask me no questions, and all we do is bicker back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I even brought up the charades, like, you was just sitting there not saying nothing. I'm like, I don't know how you get money, but you be acting broke. She told me she was a dancer. Ain't dancers supposed to have money? Then I said, I asked you to meet me somewhere that was 10 minutes away. You talking about this my
Yo, what's up, Alvi? Yeah, I mean, she's a stud. So I admit, right, when women talk like they're men, which i.e. a stud, it is a turn off.
Sister's boyfriend Uber and she using it to get home. Like, what they got to do with you? Ain't you grown? You don't have your own Uber account? Like, that was done to me. But whatever, I come scoot you, then we did walk down the street for what? They give me the egg for real. I also said, like I said, you be acting broke, so I know when I want to see you, I'm going to pick you up, drop you off, and pay for everything. And honestly, I wouldn't mind that if you had a lively, fun personality and then make that worth it. But or was a real freak or something. When we love, I got to be the one that initiated it. I devoured you and da da da. I told you everything already, pretty much what I said here. I told her all she do is hit me up and say, what you doing? Hey, I broke it down. Like, y'all was talking about communication. I communicated. And I said, I know that I'm masculine a lot, but my type is someone who could take care of me too and is ambitious like me. Or if you can't do that, then bring something else to the table, like good vibes or something. I ain't saying this to hate on you, but I'm just telling you why I fell back on you. I was going to hit you up when I'm ready to kick it. Granted, she did kind of take accountability. She said, I apologize. She kept saying I'm not a bad person for some reason. I don't know why she kept saying that over and over, like she was trying to convince herself. But she said that she got laid off, so she ain't got no money, and she told me she don't really want it all the time. Okay, then we don't have to do it at all, but you always down to get something, you know what I mean? And she was saying she ain't got no car, so she can't get around. But I'm just like, I didn't have a car when we first met. I still found a way to get it done. And you get everywhere. When I be on the phone with her, she be everywhere out and about, so you get where you want to go. And we don't have to all the time. I'm cool with that. But if you're not bringing no personality, money, or vibes or nothing to the table, you can at least bring that. If you're not bringing nothing, then what we gonna do? So me.
You hear that from a woman's mouth, okay? Yeah, that's amazing. That part, right? I'm from a woman's mouth. If you're not bringing anything to the table, how can you complain that the man only wants sex from you? Hey, from a woman's mouth, okay? This is the insanity that women seem to not understand. Why does he always want sex from me? Why is it only just about sex? Because you're not bringing anything else. You have no personality, right? You do no other effort, right? You don't care for him. You're not cooking for him. You're not paying anything. You're not doing anything for him. So really, I'm sorry. Surprise, surprise. All he wants is sex. It's always, he's talking about sex. It's always sex, sex, sex. Because that's all you're good for. And that sounds bad, right? Sounds bad, but that's all you're giving him. You're not treating him like a king. You're not cooking for him. You're not cleaning for him. You're not like giving him words of like affirmation. You're not doing nothing, okay? All you are in this interaction is just a body. So surprise, surprise, how he treats you as such. This is the thing where women can't understand. You are one-dimensional, okay? You are in this conversation, in this relationship or whatever, as one-dimensional. Then you're surprised that, you know what? All he thinks about is sex with you. Because again, you don't do nothing else. Coming from a woman's mouth, right? There's nothing sweeter than when women realize it. But yet, right? When a man does it, it's like misogyny. That's the insanity, right? That's the insanity. It's always one way.
Still trying to give her another chance. I hit her up like a day or two later trying to invite her some stuff like, what you doing? She talking about she busy. I'm like, hey. She like, okay. So after that, there's nothing else I can do. You're gonna have, the ball is in your court because I'm done initiating stuff. This she gonna hit me up saying we ain't cool or something no more? I'm like, I don't know, you tell me. You the one who not talking to me. I said, we good, shorty. You just been too busy to hang with me. And I told you why I fell back on you and ain't nothing changed. We coolin'. She said, for sure, okay. Nah, the way she responded is like a man to me. Like, what? And this is supposed to be.
The way she responded is like a woman. That's how women respond, okay? Here's the thing, where, and I've been there, right? I put in the effort. I constantly put in the effort, right? In the dating process, I put in the effort. The woman put in practically nothing. So, okay, fine. Okay, you don't want to put in the effort, then I'll take a step back. Boom, she's wondering, oh, where are you at? What's going on? Why aren't you doing? Are you kidding me? When I'm putting in the effort, you're putting nothing. But when I take a step back, now you are screaming. Now you're upset. Now you're like, what are you doing? It's like, seriously? That's women right there. Okay? If you put in the effort, they don't care. But when you take away that effort, when you take a step back, now they're upset. Yeah, she's talking like a woman, right?
Yeah, fam, bro. So I said, you see how dry you being? This is what I'm talking about. She said, all I said was for sure. And I said, exactly, that's all you said. That's the point. It's good though, be easy. And we ain't talked since then. Like, that was the...
You know how, man, how many texts I get from women that said, okay, yes. It's like one word answers. That's how women talk. Especially, I've learned to, you know what, men that they're not absolutely infatuated with, right? Because I'm not the Pookies, I'm not the Chads, I'm not the Tyrones, I'm not the Ray Ray, I'm not the player, the bad boy. So of course, I don't get women's chemistry flowing. I don't get the vibes like that. But that is what average men, right? Average men. That's what happens to average men. So yeah, that's the insanity of it. And it's honestly, yes, it is sweet that a woman is realizing that's how men are treated. But I just think it's funny that only when they're treated like that from other women is when they understand. They never can understand that beforehand, right? So that's the insanity of it.